Okay, some practical applications of you kind of using this algebra, okay, that we did in the previous video. Now then, cost for every credit hour is $175. Remember these ones, these kind of credit hour questions? Okay, so if you think about it, a 3 credit hour literature class would be 3 times 175. Okay, so if I do this, it's 175 times 3, okay? Which I've got my calculator. Here's going to be, what's 175 times 3 equals, right, so I'm going to write this, okay, I'm going to y equals, okay? The answer is going to be, I think that's it, $525 for a 3 credit hour, okay? Is that right? Let me check my calculator. Yes, okay? Now think about it. 175 is just the price of a credit hour. The important input is the number of credit hours. If I do 1 credit hour, it's 175. If I do 2 credit hours, it's 350. What I'm trying to get out of this is a symbolic rule is this. Why? The answer, what you're going to pay, is 175 times x. All right, I'm just going to put x there. All right? So no matter what I put where that x is, that's the variable, that's the input. 1 credit hour, times it by 175. 2 credit hours, times it by 175. 3 credit hours, which is what we did, times it by 175. So that is the equation. So again, so the easy way of doing this is if I know the input, the number of credit hours, I just multiply it by 175 and I get the answer, the output, you know, whatever it is I'm going to pay for the credit hours. So that's the easy bit, okay? Now again, if I do the opposite of this, I've got the equation there, y equals 175x. So again, for 1 credit hour, it's 175, you know. For 2, it's going to be 350. For 3, just above, I think we said 525, and so on, okay? Now then, so we've got the equation here, okay, well, that equation. I'm going to go down here. Right, this time, I know how much I've paid, so what's the number of credit hours? So remember, y equals 175x, $175 for every credit hour. X is the number of credit hours. So if now, this time, if I know what I'm paying, okay, and I know it's 175 for a credit hour, and the question is, well, okay, well in that case, how many credit hours are you taking? I don't know that, but remember, we divide by the number next to the letter, okay? If we do that, I will find out how many credit hours I am doing. I know you should know this by yourself, of course, but let's have a look. Calculator. 875 divided by the 175 equals, I'm taking 5 credit hours. X equals 5, okay? And it'd be the same for this one as well, okay? Just, you know, well, here we go, equals 175, okay, x. So I would just divide both sides by 175 again, okay? Just put in the calculator, see what that comes out to be, okay? The number of credit hours. Right, okay. So I think that's it. That will do for that one. That's just me showing you how, you know, it's easy to fill that table in by saying, you know, 1, here we go, so let's get an arrow. Put 1 there, times it by 175, I get this. Put 2 there, times it by 175, I get this. Put 3 there, that's the easy bit. But remember, if you have to rearrange the equation, okay, in other words, I know this, but I'm trying to find the x, that means I need to divide by 175, which I have to think of the opposite of the multiply by 175, which you were doing up here. Okay?